Testing. All right. You can cut out that other.
Hey, yo, hey. Yeah. Run it up, Blondo.
Hey, see y'all from Texas, where we sit riding swangers and put diamonds in our neck.
What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing this evening? It's your man, it's your boy, it's Doc Holiday. We are back with another HBCU Tonight, powered by HBCU Overdrive. Make sure that you like the stream. Make sure that you comment, share, but really, most of all, subscribe to the channel. If you are on the Twitter page, hit that follow button on Twitter. Then come on to the YouTube side and hit that subscribe button. Also, hit that notification bell to get everything HBCU Overdrive. Man, I appreciate everybody for coming in on a good Monday evening. How you doing, Miss Bonnie? What's going on? How you doing? What's good evening, sis? What's going on? We're gonna talk about that now. Let's get into it. I was on both MEAC and SWAC coaches call this morning, so pretty much we talked about football, and like I said, what's up, brother Alton? Like I said, it's going to be, Saturday's football games was just boring. Y'all know it was boring to me if I'm falling asleep on my damn stream. Ain't no camera on there and nothing like that. I'm falling asleep. I was bored. I was bored. Was happening? I was bored to the point where I fell asleep. My guy, Mr. Petty Stein, called me up and was like, "Hey, you good?" They hate taking me. You good? You good? That's how bored. That's how bored the game was on Saturday. It was. I don't know. I can't deal with bad football. I can't deal with boring football. Can't deal with it. What's going on, KD? But yeah, man, I was on both coaches' call. First and foremost, it's a big game this weekend in Durham between Delaware State and North Carolina Central. Oh my goodness. You was changing channels all day. Oh my goodness. Hey, I was trying to look. I was trying to stay up. Oh my goodness. I was like, hey, what? Still on? Oh my goodness, man. We gonna get into this, but we gonna first and foremost. Oh my goodness, brother, you got me going all day right there. You got me going right there. But first and foremost, man, we go. Hell, I know my train of thought done got thrown off right now. But yeah. let's go ahead and hit that commercial break, and then we gonna get into some serious things because we just got word about something that we figured that was gonna happen today. But let's go ahead and hit that commercial break. Be right back. Just a moment.
It's your boy Doc Holiday. Become a subscriber on HBCU Overdrive on YouTube, and you can follow me on all social media platforms at HBCU_Overdrive on Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me on TikTok at Holiday1925 and on Facebook under my real name, David E. Smith Douglas. Also, when you become an exclusive family member, you get all the membership perks. You get all the exclusive members only videos, early access to new videos, member shout outs, and members only live chats. And also you can get birthday shout outs on here and win member when you become a subscriber. You can also hit the donation to the Cash App at HBCU Overdrive. You can hit the PayPal David Smith 1925, and you can hit the Zelle David E. Smith 30 at gmail.com. Remember, all proceeds go towards the channel, not the pocket.
All right, look, look, it's Vegas week. I'm just letting y'all know it's Vegas week. I had a show already mapped out of the way I wanted it to, but because it is, we just got word about this. We just got word. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this out. Terrence Graves get the pink slip from Southern University. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I am a big Terrence Graves fan. I do like Terrence Graves as the as a head coach. Now, was he put in a situation where he was in a win-win situation? I don't think he was. In fact, if Mr. Ford, if you are here, Mr. Ford, if you can hear me, if you are watching, I need you to say, drop the link in the group, in the chat right now. Because this is something that we have to talk about. Because what we saw Saturday, after the press conference. Again, I want to play this because I had to break it down in two parts, right? Okay, so I had to break it down in two parts. Let me play this part right
leadership and fans that all expect more. And so, we're going to take Monday and evaluate the process. We have made some changes that we thought that would make us better. Promoting Coach McNair to co-offensive coordinator, and was hoping, we can get some energy in the room, but it seemed to not be working. And let me say this, a lot of times, coaching is funny. You can have some success here and then not be so successful some places and go. So it's not that you're a bad coach. I want to erase that, okay? It's about the right person for Southern University, the right coaching staff, and in our business, who can make your team win? That's the bottom line. And so my job is to evaluate the process. Do Coach Graves stay another day? You don't make decisions after a ball game. You sit down.
Okay, now let me play the second part of that.
You talk about it, because then in the room, for the student athletes, who give you the best chance to win the rest of your games? And are you comfortable with somebody in the room that can do that? And that's on the staff already if you did an interim situation. And so those are things that we have to discuss. Perhaps he may give us the best chance to win out, and then we let that stay in place, and then maybe we have to say that we going to move forward. You know, it's just I need to speak with him. I need to speak to the student athletes. I need to communicate with them and kind of get down to the bottom of it. But obviously, it's not trending well. We're not excited about it, and it's our jobs as coaches. And I've been in the business on that side before, so I understand. But it's our job to have the teams ready.
All right, look, coming from him, here's the thing. If you've seen a picture, if you've seen a photo, he was, once Coach Gray he get ready to do his post-game press conference, right? After the game. And then you see the AD standing right next to him. And it's basically the AD is getting ready to come up and speak. Like, it's an eerie feeling on that bluff. And here's the thing. Mr. Donald, the president should fire Roman Banks because he hasn't made any type of move other than when it comes to basketball. When it comes to basketball, that's his forte. But he got Roman Banks, this is from what I heard too. Roman Banks got his hand in the pot with the president of the school. It's like he's in the good old boy network with the school. Like I said this yesterday. I said it last night. Like, it's actually, let me take this back. Mr. Ford said this a long time ago, and he always preaches this, right? Having a good football team or a good athletic department starts from the top. And when we say it starts from the top, we mean it starts from the president or whatever you call it, provost or chancellor, right? Okay. Now, and it trickles down. See, we say the same thing about Valley, right? Valley, with Mississippi Valley. Valley administration is so trash that they always go through head football coaches or athletic directors like Swiss cheese. But you gotta be you literally have to have a competent person that's in charge. That can help you right this ship. So, and Valley issue wasn't Kendrick. It wasn't Kendrick. It wasn't Coach Wade. Valley's issues goes way beyond the head coach. It goes up to the president's office. That's Valley's issue because they cycle through coaches like toilet paper. So this morning on the coach's call, first and foremost, it was I knew something was up because usually after Mississippi Valley after Mississippi, actually after Prairie View, after he comes up, it is always Southern, then Texas Southern, then Jackson State. When it was just something eerie that when Andrew, instead of going to Southern after, with the Prairie View coach going to Southern, he goes straight to Coach Dishman with Texas Southern. It's like, hey, yo, where's Coach Graves at? Because I'm thinking over here on my end. I'm thinking over here like, hey, yo, something is not right. Something not right. So, I need to see more or get more word about what's going on as far as with this firing, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Is it's crazy. Yeah, so here it go. Terrence Graves. Terrence Graves recently fired for the team's poor start to the season. Fred McNair is the interim head coach while the university conducts a national search for Graves' replacement. It is also important to distinguish this from other Southern universities like Southern Miss. Yeah. We already know. So, of course, the interim head coach is Fred McNair. And they are doing a national search for their new head coach. So here's the thing. Who would be the next head coach at Southern University? Who? Here's the thing. I'm looking at it like this. Do Fred even want to be there? Does Fred even want to be at Southern right now? See, here's the thing. They not gonna double back and get Dawson Odom because they ran him out of town. Like, why? Here's the thing. Why would you double back to get somebody that you ran out of town as the AD? Second of all, Marshall Falk is the running backs coach over at Colorado. You're gonna have to pay a lot of money to get him out of Boulder. And with Coach McNair being there, do he even want to be there? Like, do he even want to be there? And they keep making, there you go. They keep making piss poor decisions. Here's the thing. Do you get rid of the AD also? It's too much stuff that goes on, that's going on up there. That's going on down there at Southern. Like, seriously. I don't think Dawson Otis want to come back down here. And there we go. Y'all got to understand, I had a whole layout of what I was going to talk about today. And come on, Mr. Ford, let's go. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, Mr. Ford.
Hey, man.
Look, as soon as I get on, I'm looking. I'm like, okay, I've seen it, and it's like, oh yeah, where Mr. Ford at? I hope you listen to me, because
I'm just seeing it. So they let Graves go today.
They just let me see how long ago this was. This was almost an hour ago. So an hour ago they let Coach Graves go.
Okay, all right. Well, you just hit it on the nail now. If really, that's not going to change anything. Like you said, listen, the AD has to go. Nuke, that's your frat brother, but he got to go. Let me say this again to everybody that's heard me before.
Yep. Come on,
it was Roman Banks who destroyed Southern's program. It's Roman Banks who cannot fix it. But here's another nugget that y'all got to keep in mind. If you want to come back as a champion, as Southern has been in the past, the president has got to get involved. The president has got to get involved. I'm telling y'all. See, my mother used to always say, winning starts in the president's office. Back when I was a little kid, I didn't understand what she was talking about, but that was true. See, I don't listen. Now, I keep up with black colleges, right? You know I do. I don't even know who Southern's president is. Mr. Mona went over it with me one night, but I knew who Ruth Simmons was. I knew who Dr. Myers was. I knew who Dr. Hefner was. I don't even know who the president of Southern is. Okay, and that's an issue. That's a problem. So, listen, they might get rid of Terrence, but that ain't gonna solve nothing. They got to get an AD. And it needs to be a change in that AD's office.
And here's the thing, though, Mr. Ford. If you knew you was going to get rid of him, why did you have him on our coach's call this morning? Because usually when you know somebody's getting they're either let go or they're going to retire or something like that, you don't have them come on the coach's call and then you let them go.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. Look at the people. Okay, since you got rid of Dawson Odoms, look at the people that Roman Banks has hired. Okay, hires the guy that's the defense coordinator, Grambling. What's his name?
Jason Rollins.
You got for 1 year. And then after that, you bring in his frat brother, Dooley. You give him all that money. You give him 2 years, and then you give him $600,000 or more to go home with. Because somebody told me they believe that Southern had to come up with $1 million. But I heard it was 600,000. Okay, then you bring in Gray. So here's my thing to the Southern people. I said this Saturday night on Mr. Mona's show. Southern University has 2 options. Here's options. If you don't want a winning football program, if you want to continue to be a loser, keep Roman Banks as athletic director. But if you want a championship program at Southern University in football, and you want to win the SWAC, and you want to go and win the Celebration Bowl, then you got to get rid of Roman Banks. So it's incumbent upon the people at Southern University. You got two options. Okay? Either you're going to keep Graves and keep losing, or you get rid, I'm sorry, not Graves, I mean, keep Banks and keep losing, or get rid of Banks and rebuild that program. Now, it's simple as that. That's all it is to it. So them people down there at Southern University, I heard the big dog is named Tony Clayton. They got to make up their mind what they want. Because like I told the people at my school today, somebody said it had 23 or 24,000 at Southern's homecoming. Let me tell you something. If Southern was rolling, it'd have been 33,000 up in there.
Mm-hmm.
Just like FAMU. They say FAMU had 24,000. If FAMU was rolling, it'd have been 30 up in there, bro. It'd have been 30 in Bragg. So they got to make up their mind at Southern University what they want to do. If you just want to be a basketball school and a band school, then keep Roman Banks. But if you want an outstanding football program, Banks got to go. He got to go.
Yeah. When you think about it, from what I heard, somebody said they still paying Eric Dooley.
Yeah, they gave Dooley a nice package to go home with.
They said they still paying him.
And by the way, I'm gonna see Dooley Saturday, Lord willing. I'm gonna see Dooley. Dooley is coming up to Atlanta with Edward Waters. Yeah, so I'm gonna be at Lord willing. I'm gonna try to be at the game Saturday because I want to see them. And of course, now I heard we're not doing well at Clark after your homeboy got hurt. Zod McDonald, we ain't been nothing since he got hurt.
Yeah, they don't hit the snag. They got to get back on.
Yeah, but we was rolling while he was playing because I saw him one night on one Thursday night. He looked really good, man. But I heard he got hurt, and they had, Edward Waters had a big game this weekend. They was up in was it Columbia, South Carolina? They played Benedict.
They played Benedict. They lost to Benedict.
They lost to Benedict because Benedict, the guy who's head coach at Benedict, at one time he was an assistant at Jackson State under John Hendricks.
Ron Dickinson Jr.
Yeah, wasn't he at Jackson at one time?
Let me check and see.
Look, I think he was under John Hendricks.
Let me check and see.
And Doc, let me tell you this: we had a great, legendary coach that died here in Atlanta last week. We had a black high school back in the day. It was called Frederick Douglass High School. It was a basketball, football, track power, and the basketball legend. His name was Donald Dollar. I got word this week he died. He won probably about 400 or 500 games, went to the state. I think he won maybe 2 state championships or 1 state championship, but he appeared in the state championship about 5 times, but he passed this weekend. Those people in and around Atlanta, they know what I'm talking about. His name was Donald Dollar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to him. He was the OC on in 2019, and then he was special teams in 2020.
Yeah, for John Hendricks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you know who his dad is?
Yeah, Ron Dixon Sr.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, when you think about it, the people who are going to be affected the most are the student athletes, are the players. Let's call it for what it is.
Yeah, now, Doc, I always tell people you got to look at the geographical location of Southern University.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about Baton Rouge, Louisiana, the capital city, over 600,000 in the metro area. 50 to 60 miles down the road, New Orleans, Louisiana. Okay, athletes galore, a dime a dozen. 300 miles to the west, Houston, Texas.
Right.
Okay, there's no reason why Southern University shouldn't be one of the top FCS football programs in the country. There are too many athletes surrounding them. Then you in the state of Louisiana, where athletes come a dime a dozen. Okay, so my thing is, it's about human capital. The people that's supposed to be running the program have failed them. Number one, Roman Banks. He got to go. So they can get rid of Terrence. But as long as Roman Banks is calling the shots as AD, they will continue to languish. They will continue to be losers in football. Because like I always said, and I done said it 100 times, if a championship coach hit Roman Banks in the head, he wouldn't know what hit him.
Well, I'm texting. I'm kind of in between talking to another person who's close to the program.
Okay.
At the same time, I'm looking at this. It's like it's a business matter, and it is a business matter because first and foremost, his thing. Southern was tapped to win the West this season. Southern was tabbed to win the West this season. Let's be real. They was tabbed to win the West. They had remember Prairie View was picked fourth to win to in the division. This is something right here. SU board apparently making athletic hiring decisions, not Roman Banks.
But Roman is the one who determines who they will look at. There's protocol involved. The AD picks the people. And let me say this again. All them people Roman has put before the board, they've been zeros. They've not been heroes, they've been zeros. Okay? So the main thing is you can't let Roman Banks have anything be a part of the process.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's why I said if you got a national search, Roman Banks don't need to.
Listen, he needs to be given his pink slip. But let me say this also. let me say this too, Doc. Always remember this, and I've always said this to you, and I've said it to Mr. Moan. Some of the smartest football fans are in the SWAC. I've told you this. Jackson State fan is a smart football person. Grambling fans are smart people. Southern University fans are smart people. North Carolina A&T fans, smart people. Florida A&M fans, smart people. Listen, man, I've been among them people. Okay? I know when I sit up in a crowd and listen to what the crowd is saying, these people are used to winners. That's why I've told you and I've told Mr. Mona over and over. That's why their patience is so short. But here's the problem. Actually, Southern's problem is not on the field. It's in the administration.
Yes, it is.
Once they get that administration straightened out, like I told you before, Southern can't help but to win. Baby, it's so many athletes surrounding Baton Rouge. I just told you, 300 miles to the west is Houston, Texas. Listen, they put out 500 Division I signees every year from high school. You can't tell me that Southern can't get some of them kids from Houston. You can't tell me Southern can't get some of them kids from New Orleans. You can't tell me Southern can't come up to Birmingham and get some of them kids. I know better than that. So I'm saying to you now, it's not the issue of what's going on the field. Their leadership needs to be changed. That's Southern's problem. Just like at FAMU, it's not them kids, it's the leadership at the top. See, remember, success starts at the top and then it goes down. If you ain't nothing up top, you can't be nothing at the bottom.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it like this. Like I said, on the field, they was tabbed to win. They was tabbed to win the West. They was tabbed to repeat to win the West. First game of the season, you thought you see some good football, but You start off with Cam McCoy against North Carolina Central. This kid hasn't really, other than being in relief duty or starting the game off, but he comes up injured. He's out of the game by the first half.
Well, now, Doc, let me just say this. All summer, I banged the drum and said that Southern's biggest problem was that they didn't have an outstanding offense coordinator. That's what I banged the drum and said.
Mm-hmm.
But I went to the game when they played North Carolina Central here at Georgia State. It was the SWAC-MEAC Challenge.
Yeah, right.
And I left that game saying they need a regime change. And now, what I'm saying now, not only do they need a regime change, they need a new AD. They need a new AD. Because I'm telling you, and I'm going to say it again, if those people at Southern want an outstanding football program like Jackson State has, then they got to make some changes. And the number one change has got to be the AD. Because I tell y'all all the time, I know that Roman Banks and Boy Wonder, Ashley Robinson are frat brothers, but that don't make him an outstanding AD. I know that he calls Ashley Robinson every week, but that don't make him an outstanding AD.
Yeah.
So I'm saying to Southern, y'all got decisions to make, and it's simple. It's only two. Number one, if you want to continue to lose in football, keep Roman Banks. If you want a championship program in Baton Rouge on the campus of Southern University, Roman Banks got to go. You can't have both. You got to pick one.
What's going on, Chuck?
Good evening to everyone. Good evening, Doc and Mr. Ford.
Hey,
how are you doing? All right. I ended up getting this news. Someone sent it to me on social media about it being breaking news, and I saw that. I wasn't surprised. And we're seeing what's occurring now in this climate. Yesterday, you had Billy Napier and Jay Norvell get terminated. Sunday before it was James Franklin, but this is where we are. You may have been riding high. You've been riding high. I meant to say riding high. One season, and then the next season you're gone. That's what happened to James Franklin. I think about this. This is not football, but think about what happened in the WNBA. The lady that won the championship, WNBA championship with the New York Liberty. And after this season, she was gone. This is where it is in college athletics. In the college athletics, just athletics. Period.
Yeah, and when you really think about it, I just told somebody, like, we are in the business of winning football games. That is the main thing. You win football games, you bring money into the program.
That's true.
You bring money into the program, you can fund other programs that are non-revenue. But when you're not winning, nobody's not gonna want to spend money. Nobody's not gonna want to come to the games. Nobody don't even want to. They won't even watch the game. So
no, they won't.
So when you think about it, it's a trickle down effect.
Watch the band and go home. That's what they want to do.
And sometimes they don't even want to watch that.
They don't even want to watch that. Okay. This is where it is.
But let's put it like this: who at this point should be the next head football coach for Southern University?
The number one thing is that his resume must tell you that he is a champion. It must tell you that he has already he knows how to coach and he's already won championship. We don't need an apprentice. We don't need a novice. We don't need nobody down there trying to learn how to coach. Okay, like they did at FAMU with Cozy. That's somebody that's trying to learn how to coach. You can't do that at FAMU. You can't do it at Southern University. So whoever they bring in,
at Grambling,
be a person whose resume says he's the champion.
At Grambling, you can't do that in any schools. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Ford, we've seen that many times. You've seen it longer than I have. I saw it back in the '80s with Otis Washington and others being terminated. Couldn't beat Eddie Robinson. You remember that saying they had for Otis Washington? Give Otis the notice. He was a great high school coach at St. Augustine and New Orleans, won state championships, but couldn't get it done at Southern. They sent him packing. They said, give Otis a nose. What they had for Charlie Bates back in the 70s, they said, put Bates on skates. I remember they fired him
let
at
me
the
tell you
50-yard
something.
line.
Coach Bates wasn't bad.
Yeah,
Coach Bates was bad. See, the problem with Coach Bates was he was too close to Arnett Mumford. And I keep telling people, really, we don't do a good job of preserving our history. See, when you talk to the white football historians, they talk about Arnett Mumford because Arnett Mumford had a relationship with Bear Bryant, Frank Broyles, the guy that was the coach of the Cleveland Browns. But we don't do a good job of preserving our history. That's why the people today don't know how successful Arnett Mumford was.
He was. And he was from the same state as Nick Saban from West Virginia.
Yeah, he's from West Virginia. He actually came to Southern from a small school in Texas.
Yeah, he coached around in the SWAC.
Yeah.
So so we got Fred McNair. Fred McNair is the interim head coach now.
Okay.
Okay, I was wondering about that.
So he's the interim head coach. But if I'm Fred McNair, do I really want to be there too? That's a valid question, Mr. Ford.
Let
me just say this. Let me say this, Doc. Let me say this. What Fred can do is take this opportunity and audition what he can do. And even if he doesn't get the Southern job, some other people will be looking at him, and he could possibly get another job. Because when you're given an opportunity to be at a school like Southern University, the world watching you. So there are going to be some other openings. He might get those openings because somebody said, did you see the job he did as interim coach at Southern? So it's still a lot on the line. You got to remember now, you the interim, you getting ready to be on TV with the Value Classic. The whole world going to be watching.
That's something to think about.
Houston, well, I mean, that's part of his stomping ground right there. But the thing about it is, something should have happened, in the middle of the season. So now, what happened with just like with Michael Vick. With Michael Vick, he had to get rid of his, DC and one of the position coaches in the middle of the season because your defense is not doing well.
Right.
So I think it should have been like this. You should have got rid of Mark. You should have got rid of Mark Fredericks a long time ago. He should have never been the OC in the first place.
He's a good running backs coach.
He's a position
and a recruiting coordinator. He does a good job recruiting.
Yeah.
I mean, let him be the recruiting coordinator. Let him be the running backs coach. But he ain't up there to being no offensive coordinator. He has no creativity. It's literally almost the same thing that you would see. It's 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Here's another thing.
But now, Doc, let me say that. That was Terrence's fault. Because let me tell you something. Terrence played for and coached under Pete Richardson.
Sure did.
One of the things Pete always did was Pete always attended the coaching convention. When he took the Southern job, he brought some people that he hired from the coaching convention. And I always say it, and everybody thinks it's a joke. But like I told the people before, Terrence chose to put on Dooley's draws. That is to keep them losers he had that Dooley brought to Baton Rouge. Instead of building his own staff, instead of going and getting his own offensive coordinator, going and getting his own defensive coordinator, he took the easy way out by keeping them losers. And so today is the culmination of what he did. So that was Terrence's fault.
Okay.
That was Terrence's fault.
Chuck, let me take it down because they say you got an echo on your phone.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, when you think about it, just looking at it like this, Henry Miller is a good defensive coordinator. I'll give you that. They were even better when they had Jason Rollins as a DC.
Yeah. Yeah.
They could have kept him on. They should have kept him on staff as a DC because he does interesting things on the defense. But offensive wise, you look at it, it's like why you literally are running you running option football. It's option. I'm watching option football all day, every day. So just thinking about it, like you said, he should have developed his own coaching staff. He should have went out and found his own coaching staff instead of, like you said, instead of keeping everybody else there. Because if I'm going to take over a program like a Southern University, I'm not about to have the same mediocre people.
There you go.
I'm not about to have the same mediocre people try to run the show with me.
Let me ask you something. When TC took that job, did he keep Sean Hendricks people? No, he didn't.
Oh, you talking about Dion took the job?
Dion, yeah. No. When TC took that job, didn't he bring in his own people?
The only other person that was from Hendricks staff was Coach O.
There you go. But he kept almost the entire staff that Dooley had.
Yeah.
But I still make the argument. Southern's major issue is not on the field. It's administration.
Yes, administration.
Yeah, it's administration.
So, like, and then when you look at the play, the only other game, what was the game that they won? What game did they
Mississippi Valley. They beat Mississippi Valley.
They beat them by 5. Okay. You lose to Bama State, lose to Jackson State, lose to they ain't even played Pine Bluff yet.
Right. They haven't played
Grambling. They haven't played. I don't even think they played Texas Southern yet either.
No, they haven't. They haven't played Texas Southern.
They haven't played Texas Southern either. See, here's the thing. Lost to Prairie View. So you haven't even played the back end of your conference games yet. Haven't even played the back end. You got Texas Southern. You still got to play Pine Bluff. Still got to play Grambling. I think they play FAMU this weekend. So that's 4. And there's one more. So I mean it's 4. So that's the last 4 games that they got to play. Because I think they only playing 11 games this season. So here's the crazy thing: you playing FAMU. FAMU done rocked your noodle for the last couple of years since they've been in the SWAC.
And that's another thing, for years, that FAMU Southern matchup was always a must-see game. It hadn't been a great game since 2019. But the other thing that we have to keep in mind, it's just like an engine. You got an 8-cylinder engine, a 6-cylinder engine, and 1 or 2 of the cylinders not working. That's how black college football is right now, with Southern being a loser. We need Southern as a blue blood program to be a big-time winner. We need Southern to mirror what's going on in Jackson, and it can happen. But as we said earlier, with them people that they got in that administration, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
See, I said this last night, y'all. And remember, I said this last night. I watched Saturday was such bad football in the SWAC. I literally was asleep over here in my chair, Mr. Ford.
Yeah.
With no camera on. I was asleep. Like I said, I done had people text me and call me and see if I was all right. But here's the thing. You got four teams in your conference that are supposed to be blue bloods, which is Southern, Grambling, Alcorn, and FAMU. Right? All of them either have 1 win, 2 wins, and with Grambling they got 4, right? But the play hasn't been there. It makes the conference look bad.
Yeah, it's holding the conference down.
It's holding the conference.
It's holding the conference down. Yeah, no doubt about it. Especially when you got a heavyweight like Southern that's losing and looking his back. Because like I said, I think Southern, what did Southern have? What was Southern's paid attendance at homecoming this week? Was it 23 or 22?
Probably like 23. Let me check.
Listen, like I said, when Southern is rolling, Southern will pack 33,000 in the Mumford. Okay, I knew that when they came here for the SWAC MEAC Challenge, and they played Central. Now everybody knows the MEAC don't travel. It's SWAC. It's all about the SWAC. Now that game drew a little over 16,000. I knew then them people were disgruntled. Because let me tell you, know how many Negroes up here in Atlanta from Southern University? Them sales could have packed that place out. Just the Southern folk, but they ain't happy. They're not happy. They don't feel good about their program. But I keep telling people, it don't start on the field. It starts in the administration. So we're going to say it again. We're going to reiterate this thing. You Southern University grads, you people who love Southern University, you got 2 choices. If you want to return to the winning days of the 90s and of them other eras when Coach Mumford and those were winning, listen, your AD got to go. Now, if you just want to be a basketball school and have one of the greatest bands in America, then let him stay.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. So it was 23,000, a little bit over, close to 24,000.
Okay. Listen, if Southern was rolling, it would have been 33,000 in Mumford Saturday night. It would have been 33 easy. It would have been 33,000.
You got to look at it like this, man. It's Alcorn, first of all, yeah, we don't need to be playing. The Lynchburg is a NCCAA school, so they're affiliated with somebody else.
Well, I just wish we would let those schools go. Listen, we got 12 schools in the SWAC. There's no reason for us to be playing this mess here called Lynchburg, Lincoln, that North America. That brings our conference down. We need to let that go. Okay. The other thing, me and you've talked about this. We have to eliminate the divisions. All right. That will make the conference more competitive than it is now.
Right.
All right. Got to let them divisions go. The other thing that we got to do is we got to require that each school plays 9 SWAC games. 9. Yeah, Bishop Sycamore, all that mess. That's got to go.
So when you think about it, it's bad. It's bad football. Just to sit there and watch the football this past weekend was bad. Now it got a little bit exciting for that FAMU Alcorn game because they was trade blow for blows. Okay, two losers. 2 losers, but they were trade blow for blows. I actually watched that game right there. It was.
Yeah, I watched it too.
It was.
It's a shame how far FAMU has fallen. This is 2025. In 2023, you were the Celebration Bowl champions. You were the national champs of historically black colleges and universities. And now you look pathetic. You look horrible.
That's what I said.
So you made a terrible decision in giving that job to Cozy. But what I would like for each and every one of you to do, if you would, I want you to go back about 30 years ago. A guy by the name of Roscoe Nance wrote an article for USA Today on the state of the SWAC. If you could, pull that article up and read what he said, and you'll see that what he said is still relevant 30 years after he wrote that article. His name was Roscoe Nance. He wrote an article for the USA Today about the SWAC, and see what he said.
I got to check and see it myself.
It was written in the 90s. It was written by Roscoe Nance.
So, I said this yesterday. You had Alcorn going to SWAC championship games, going to the Celebration Bowls. Okay, of course they didn't win them, but they were going, and now they're reduced to what they are now. You had Grambling in the same thing, same situation, going to Celebration Bowl, winning Celebration Bowls, winning SWAC championships. They have been flummoxing. You got Southern going to SWAC championship game. You know, they haven't went to the Celebration Bowl yet, but going to the SWAC championship game coming from the West. You look at it now, it's in a state of disarray. And then you look at FAMU. Just think about it. They came into the SWAC 4 years ago. They won the Celebration Bowl 2 years ago. Look at them now.
Made a terrible decision. There's so much dysfunction down there, from the president's office to the athletic director. Right now, you got an athletic director who's on, what is she on suspension? What do you call that? Is she on suspension with pay?
Angela Suggs.
Yeah, but is she on suspension with pay or something?
Yes.
Okay, how you gonna win like that? Then you give, I mean, it's been 2 years. He's had the team now 2 years. That had to be the worst decision they could have made, was to give that team to Cozy. Now, I know that they say that Coach Simmons is keeping up with the program. He's very disappointed and very dismayed about what's going on. But he endorsed him. The players endorsed him. But it was a terrible decision. Now, one of the things they had the year that they won the Celebration Bowl, they had the number 1 or 2 defense in the FCS with that guy, Smitty Rock. I wonder how they feel about the fact that they didn't give that job to Smitty Rock. Because at least they could play defense back there. They can't even play defense no more.
So here's another thing. Should we not listen? So should ADs not listen to the fans about who they want to bring in, and just go ahead and do a search firm and just go ahead see and give them a list? Because
it's always best to go and get the best available. Now, in your case at Jackson, you got the best available. You went and got TC. TC is a graduate of Jackson State. But that don't work for everybody.
True.
Okay, so instead of doing all this inbreeding, you hear me talking about the inbreeding and all that, the nepotism, go out and do your due diligence and investigate these coaches. Because listen, I tell people all the time, I remember when the people in Baton Rouge wanted Coach Cooley to be the coach at Southern. Dr. Dolores Spikes and the Godfather, Coach Castle, put their head together, and they didn't choose him. They went to Winston-Salem and brought Pete Richardson to Baton Rouge. When he got to Baton Rouge, they were saying, who is this guy? We don't know nothing about him. He ain't SWAC. But look at what he did. And that's what I'm saying. We got to do in the conference now. We got to do our due diligence. We got to do our research. We got to read.
And then you think about it. Then you think about it too. It's like, okay, you got Mississippi Valley. The only reason why they're down because administration and the funding is always going to be there, be up there with what's going on in Valley. You got Bethune-Cookman. It took that game against South Carolina State for them to actually wake up.
Yeah.
And say we can go out here and play football and do it. Are they playing because they want to have Coach Woody there at Bethune? Yeah, I think he's a good coach. He just had, it's bad. I don't think it's bad teams or anything with that squad.
He went out and got a quarterback. Cam Ransom has helped turn that program around. Because like I tell people all the time, in black college football, we're not like those other people. We can't have a game manager. We got to have an outstanding person at quarterback. If you're going to win big time in black college football, or you're going to compete, you can't have a game manager in black college because we got deficits other places. You have to have an outstanding quarterback. He found him in Cam Ransom. And I believe, personally, that Cam Ransom and them have saved his job.
And I'm looking at it like this. Hey, I'm be honest with you. Do y'all want the Bethune when they was in the MEAC smacking everybody around for like 10 years straight? I would rather have that one right there.
Well, that guy's available too. The guy that had them smacking people around, that's Brian Jenkins. He's available.
I'm looking at it like, look at Texas Southern. Chris Dishman.
Yeah.
4 in a row after starting 0-3.
Yeah, he's an outsider. Yeah.
He's an outsider, coming in as an outsider.
Oh,
yeah. And you think about it, it's like, hey, whatever the competition that he playing, they win it. You know what I'm saying? Even though they won against Lynchburg. Okay, cool. They beat them by 50 points. Still, at the same time, what he's doing is trying to instill confidence into his team, into his kids, because that means that they can go out, he has it, try to put it in their mind that we can go out there and beat anybody. We can go out there and beat anybody. And some people might not like his approach, but I actually like Coach Dishman's approach to every week.
He's shown progress. Yeah, he's shown progress.
Yeah, and I mean, when he go out there, like the team, you got to go out there and compete in practice in order for you to compete on that field on Saturdays. And another thing about with Texas Southern, they got a quarterback, KJ Cooper.
Yeah,
they doing what they're supposed to do. So you look at it around like, people say, and then people say about with Coach Hampton at Pine Bluff, there's no need to get rid of him because why? When you try to find somebody else, you're already going to be behind first of all, you're behind the 8 ball anyway because you're limited to practices because I don't know if it's APR, but it's some sort of something they got in trouble with or something like that. So they can't even compete for a SWAC championship.
So who's that?
Pine Bluff and Valley can't compete for a SWAC championship.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's something as far as APR or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So you think about it. When you think about it, you good, like that's half of the conference right there. That's playing, I wouldn't say terrible football, but that's bad football.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, that's why I said this summer, just off of his resume, I thought that Coach Tremaine Jackson would win the West. And it was not because of what he had done in the SWAC. It's because of his resume, what his resume said. Because I've said it over and over, the SWAC was weak as Sweetwater. I mean, the SWAC West was weak as Sweetwater. And so when he came into the SWAC and I looked at his resume, I felt like, hey, this guy going to win the West.
So, and then when you think about it, yeah, they on the coach's call, they asked somebody, I forgot who asked a question about UAB being interested in his services, and
well, that Mortensen boy put a spike in for himself this week. You know, he beat Memphis State. They were the #1 team in the AAC, so they might be done found him already. That's Alex Mortensen's son.
Oh yeah, Chris Mortensen.
Chris Mortensen's son, yeah. So he might be done seal that job.
So yeah, but he came out with a good answer. Like, hey, your name ain't your name got to be poppy if you're doing something right.
Oh yeah. I mean, look at what he did at Valdosta State. I felt, listen, when he came into the conference, my thing was he'll win the West. Okay. Now I've said this over and over. He doesn't have enough to compete against TC now. No, he does not. The best thing he can do is probably play TC good for a half. Jackson will blow him out because of the depth. Okay. Now, in the coming years, we might not be saying that. But right now, he ain't ready to play Jackson State. No, he's not. And the key game is when Bama State shows up out there at Prairie View. That's going to be a hammer game. We're going to find out a lot, too. Oh, that's going to be a hammer game now. We're going to find out. We're going to find out some things.
Hold on, Mr. Ford. Let me get this right here. Mr. Matthews, please do not spam my chat talking about where is Andrew Body going to go to be in the portal. Leave that young man alone. Let him be at Bama State. If you scared to play him, just say you scared to play him. Leave him alone. Stop spamming my chat about this. Please. Please. And if you keep doing it, I'm telling somebody to block you. You doing that on everybody else's show. Come on, bro. Don't do that on mine. All I gotta say is, as far as with Coach Graves and Southern University, I hope Coach Graves can go back and be somebody's head coach or even just be just to coach again. I mean, as personally, I do like Coach Graves, but at the same time, you are getting paid to win football games. Said Mr. Ford said, do you think Teddy Bridgewater would work at SU?
Teddy Bridgewater's in the NFL. We need somebody that's already. What the first thing you got to do? You got to go back and look at what's going on in Division II. What championship coach in Division II is ready to step up? All right. Then you look at the people in the SWAC and the MEAC and then those other conferences, the Southland Conference. What offensive coordinator, what defensive coordinator is ready to make the jump from a coordinator to a head coach? Listen, I think we over this celebrity coach stuff. We over that. All right. We want people, before they walk in that door, their resume says they are champions. We want that resume to say that they are champions, that this is nothing new for them. So that's what you do. You look at Division II. Once you vet Division II, then you go to the FCS. Go to FBS and look at who might be a tight end coach or who might be a linebacker coach that's ready. Remember what Alcorn did with Jay.
With Jay Hobson?
Jay came from Memphis State, didn't he? Wasn't he at Memphis State when they brought him down?
Let me see.
Yeah, he was at Memphis State. If he wasn't at Memphis State, he might have been at South Alabama. But he was in the FBS, and they brought him down to Alcorn, and he took over. That's what we got to do.
So
But the president needs to be involved. You need to have a competent AD. That's what I'm saying about Suffolk.
He was at Memphis.
He was at Memphis.
Yeah,
I think he was linebacker coach, a defensive coordinator, or something. They brought him down to Alcorn. Look at what he did at Alcorn.
And the best thing about it, though, was he surrounded himself with a staff.
Yes, he did.
He had Willie Simmons was his OC.
Yeah, Willie Simmons OC. That guy had an Italian name, was his defense coordinator. Cedric Thomas had the corners.
Fred Kice was in the booth.
He had the guy that's out at Texas El Paso now that played for Rich Rod at West Virginia. He was Pat White's center. What's that guy's name?
Ooh, that's a name I need to.
You know, he's at Texas El Paso now. He was at Willie brought him down to FAMU. Oh, I can't even think his name. Willie brought he would be an outstanding guy to get to. Willie brought him to FAM. He left FAM and went to Tennessee Martin or somewhere. He's down at Texas El Paso now.
Okay. And then when you look at it, you had Fred McNair as the QB's coach.
Yeah, Fred was QB coach.
The man had a staff at all.
Yeah, he had a staff.
And what they did was go to the championship game. They win it. They go to the before they even invent the Celebration Bowl. Then I think he was the first school to go to the Celebration Bowl.
Yeah, against A&T. It was him against a guy named Rod Broadway.
Go ahead, keep talking, Mr. Ford.
Huh?
I said, go ahead and keep talking.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of this guy's name, man. He was offensive line coach. He was awesome down at Alcorn. That guy had played with Pat White. Rich Rod was his head coach. Oh, man. Somebody look and see who's the offensive line coach for Texas El Paso. You'll see his name. He was at Alcorn. He was a great one, too, man. Stachek, that's his name. Ryan, thank you, Bro Winston. Thank you so much. Ryan Stachek. He was the offensive line coach. Now, Fred made him offensive coordinator. Fred made Stachek the offensive coordinator. But he was really good, man. Stachek was good. Now listen, who y'all picking in that? You can just put it in the chat. Now, what y'all thoughts on this Trey Oliver versus Deshaun Jackson? Because my thing is, Trey mistreats them rookie coaches now. Now y'all know Trey will mistreat him now. What y'all think about that?
What you saying with Deshaun Jackson?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now, Deshaun and Trey Oliver gonna meet up this week.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's in Durham. But my thing is, now Trey Oliver mistreat them rookie coaches.
It's Central's homecoming.
Ooh. So who y'all got? What you got?
I got Dale State by 4.
You got Dale State over Central?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right.
I like what he got. I like both coaches. Shoot, I talked to both.
I do, but listen now. Now we can't talk. We can't sit there and act like Trey Oliver ain't one of the top 5 coaches in black college football now.
Right.
Trey one of the top.
I'm not gonna discount him on that.
Yeah, that's right now. Cause Trey something else now.
I'm not gonna discount him on that, but
I can't. I'm gonna be honest with you now, Doc. I just can't. You know what? I'm gonna give it to you if it helps. I can't see Deshaun Jackson going into Durham beating Trey Oliver. I can't see it. Yeah, but that was talk, David. You're right. He clipped him last year in Orangeburg. You know the rematches this year is going to be in Durham. You know that, right? Oh, that's right, Spence. But let me tell you something. The coaches set the tone, Spence. Coaches set the tone, baby. Because like I keep telling y'all don't believe it. Southern got talent. The football part of Southern, that's not their problem. That's their problem. It starts with the people in charge.
You think Trey Oliver's name gonna come up in coaching search for Southern?
You know it is. They stupid if they don't talk to Trey. But now listen, I don't know if he wants to come back down there, but they stupid if they don't talk to Trey. That's stupid. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, Trey come down there, baby, they ain't gonna take long to get them. But listen, Trey will go at TC now. Listen, a lot of people feel that it could be a TC Trey celebration bowl. You know, a lot of people thinking that way now.
Hey, Trey, you say Trey might not leave Central, but if he wants to come down there, and he wants to.
Well, they got to make it now, Doc. You know what? They got to make it good for him now. They got to make him. What you got to do? You got to make him the highest paid black college coach. You got to make him the highest paid black college coach. You know.
I would say. I'm gonna say. I said Dale State over Central by 4. It's gonna be a good one. I think it's gonna be a good game this weekend. If people say people say they got to stop Central's running game, but can Central stop Dale State's running game? That's the question right there.
Well, see, that's the thing about Dale State is everything is offensive. Now, I haven't seen a complete game. You know that brother that comes on that claps his hands and then you know what I'm talking about. I watch his shows and listen, man. Dale State is explosive offensively. But now, at the same time, ain't nothing to brag about that defense now. There's nothing to brag about.
And Coach Jackson, he's Deshaun, he's kind of upset about his defense too. So.
Yeah, ain't nothing to brag about over there. So I'm gonna be honest with you, with all that experience that Central has, I just can't see them beating Central in Durham. I'm sorry.
Well, let's see. We got, but that's the big game of the week in the MEAC. The big game of the week in the SWAC.
The game in Birmingham, right?
The game in Birmingham, the Magic City Classic.
Oh yeah, baby. They probably go for what, 70,000 over there paid attendance?
Should be.
Oh yeah.
And you got the.
Now, Doc, let me ask you this: how much do each school take home from the Magic City Classic? How much?
I haven't even talked about.
Hey, what ain't Noop on him? Noop, you know he know. Noop, how much Bama State and Bama A&M take home from that Magic City Classic?
And then of course it's Vegas week, so you know.
Oh yeah, that's right. Now, what time your game start in Vegas?
The game in Vegas start at 5:00. It's
so it'll be 6:00 our time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Because the game at wait a minute, the Magic City Classic starts at what time?
Magic City Classic start at 2.
So that'd be 3:00 my time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, okay. Wait a minute, no, they ain't giving 400.
They say get 500 apiece.
Oh Lord, they being cheated, y'all.
Yeah, say all they expenses with that 400K.
Okay, all the expenses are paid along. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Cause man, that's gonna now you know they're gonna have 70,000 over there this year.
So it's a 5 p.m. kickoff in. Hold on, let me see because the kickoff. I'm looking at it for the game. The kickoff's supposed to be at 5, and because remember it's on HBCU Go.
So that's 6 my time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me check and see to be. Because I got my phone, my phone set for Central Standard Time when you look at it. Yeah. 5 p.m. kickoff.
And by the way, now, is that kid?
So if in Vegas, it's 2 hours behind, so it's a 3 p.m. kickoff.
So that would be 5 my time or 6 my time?
6 o'clock your time.
Let me ask you this: is that Quad Brown kid? Is he back now? Is he fully healthy? Or he's not gonna play Saturday?
I haven't heard. I don't think anybody asked a question about that today.
Nobody asked about Quad Brown.
Yeah.
Oh, Daryl says it's still my time.
But either way it goes, you still got another capable quarterback in Eric Handley because he can throw the ball all around the field too.
Yeah, he can, but I'm a Quad Brown.
He out for the season.
Wait a minute, Quad Brown is out for the season?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Oh yeah, surgery Wednesday. Damn. So will he come back next year?
But I think it will be his last. This is last year.
Okay, this is last year. This year.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I like Quad. Now Quad was here at Georgia State.
So yeah. But yeah. It's gonna be nice. That's gonna be the game of the week right there, Mad City Classic.
Yeah, man. You think they get 70,000 in there?
They'll get 70,000 in there.
70,000.
They'll get 70,000, another 5,000 to 6,000 outside on tailgate.
Yeah, man. So for years now, that's been the biggest HBCU football game.
Now you really think about this. This is a battle for second place in the East.
Oh yeah. I'm just right now, Doc. I can't pull against that Andrew Body, man. As I told Mr. Mona, man, that boy's on a mission, man. And like I told her, he heard all that ugly talk about him being overrated and he stay hurt too much and all of that. He heard all of that.
Oh yeah.
And he on a mission, bro. He got a chip on his shoulder. I cannot pull against Andrew Body.
Oh, yeah. That's somebody you can't you never should doubt right there.
Yeah.
But just going through and looking at it, it should be some good football this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. I cannot go another week. I can't go another bye week not having Jackson State football not being played because I was bored as hell this weekend. I can't do it.
Now, Doc, I'm so happy that they're getting a chance to play in an NFL stadium like that. Was it Allegiant? What's that name of that part?
Yeah,
Man, the fact that if you're going to be in Vegas, you're going to play in an NFL stadium. You got all them Raider officials there to look at them. Now, the Raiders at home this week? Who are they on the road? Where the Raiders?
The Raiders should be at home this weekend.
That's what I'm saying. You're going to have all them scouts there looking at them boys. Man, you couldn't ask for a better weekend. You're going to be in a beautiful stadium. Because I've seen a virtual tour. They got nightclubs in that stadium, right?
Hey, it's Vegas. You have anything in that stadium.
Yeah, man. Shoot. I'm so happy. I love it when our kids get a chance to play, and come here to Atlanta and play in that Mercedes-Benz, go down to New Orleans and play in that stadium and go out there, Oh, the Raiders do?
Yeah.
Okay. So that people will be there. The Raiders people will be there looking and scouting. Mm-hmm. That's a good thing. You can't ask for that. I just thought this was just a great idea. I read an article where the sister that's the high-ranking sister, there's a sister that's a high-ranking official in the Raiders organization. They say she's a Howard University graduate.
Hey, keep doing what you do.
Yeah, man, because this was a great idea, man.
Keep doing what you do. So they got a bye week. You're gonna have good NFL officials up in there. You never know. You might have Tom Brady looking down on you.
Yeah, that's right. You could.
This is a showcase for everybody to see right there. And then this is a showcase this is something that you can showcase to the city of Las Vegas that when you bring a HBCUs out here, hey, we don't play when it comes to our, we don't play when it comes to our football games and to the pageantry and to everything that's out there.
And Doc, let me ask you this question before I go. Mm-hmm. What does Jacobian have to do to get in the NFL?
I think he has to get a little bit bigger, and a little bit stronger upper body.
So he's carrying about what, 225?
Yeah, he carried 225.
So you want him at what, 235?
He could be about 230.
Because he's about 6'4", 6'5", isn't he?
6'4".
Okay.
Yeah, because me and him is we the same height. We the same height. I'm just looking at it. I'm looking at it as far as how Jacoby look. Even if he don't get into the NFL, there's other, you know what I'm saying, there's other leagues that he can get into. And I think even if he goes to the UFL, that's still an opportunity for him.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right. I'm just saying. I was just wondering if I mean, do you think they're gonna look at his stats? Do they look at his mechanics?
They're probably gonna look at the mechanics because I don't even really care about stats. All we know is the man don't lose. That's all we know. The man does not lose. He does not lose. I don't think he's, when you think about it, they're gonna look at mechanics. They're gonna look, what his 40 time is. Can he throw the short, the intermediate, and the deep passes? But to me, I feel like what's another intangible that you cannot see as far as physically, but mentally, can he lead the team down the field? Can he lead the team to
now? If they would ask him to go to another position, do you think he would do it?
I don't know. That's something that's up to him right there.
Right. Because he's a specimen. He's big. He's a big guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just wondering, would he, if they said, okay, Jacobian, you got to go to this position, would he do it? Because we got this guy. Remember the guy that was at Florida? He was a quarterback at Florida. He's on the Falcons team now as a tight end. You know what I'm talking about? He left Florida and went to Arkansas. He was from Wakulla, down near Tallahassee. He was about 6'5", 6'6". I can't think of his name. There you go. Thank you, Ed. Felipe Franks. Yeah, I thought he was a outstanding quarterback, but he's here with the Falcons as a tight end.
Hey, he's built like a tight end, so
yeah, I think he did come. I think he came in the league as a quarterback, but he made a transition.
I don't know how I'm selling it short, but I just look at it like this, man. They're gonna look at its mechanics. They're gonna look at certain things about him. But my whole thing is all in the head. He can lead the team down the field. He don't get rattled when when the pressure is on. You seen that the last 2 years. The last 2 years with in certain games. Where that the team was down and he brought them back. They let them down to game-winning drives and stuff. So,
Doc, let me say this before I go. I'm gonna get ready to get off here. Tell me your thoughts right now on Tremaine Jackson. What has he brought to the SWAC?
I think Tremaine has brought some sort of tenacity to the SWAC, especially the SWAC West.
Okay.
Is he there to win the SWAC? Not just yet. I think give him one more recruiting cycle to get some of his players in.
Right.
Then I think he'll be ready for it. He should be ready for it. But it's gonna be, it ain't gonna be it's not gonna be no small task. It's gonna be a daunting task because you still gotta contend with the beast in the East, which
right.
is the state.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. No doubt. No doubt. And so right now, if you had to pick it, Prairie View entertains Alabama State. Who wins that?
Prairie Alabama State.
Yeah, who wins it?
I'm gonna go with Alabama State.
Okay. Listen, Doc, I'm gonna get on in the bed. I got to deal with them children in the morning.
All right, Mr. Ford.
You have a good night, him.
All right, thank you.
All right.
All right, man. We gonna get up out of here, y'all. I done stated my case about what's going on in Baton Rouge. They need to go ahead and get that fixed, or they're gonna be flummoxed for the next 5 to 6 years. But hey, prayers up to Coach Graves. Sorry, things didn't work out at Southern University as a head football coach. I mean, of course, it's a business, but at the same time, if you gonna fire the dude, should have did it this morning instead of waiting till about 2 hours ago. Which is crazy. But I'm about to roll up out of here. For all those who's going to Vegas this weekend, make sure y'all stay safe out there. Make sure y'all don't do nothing stupid on that strip, because they do love taking niggas to jail from the strip. Also, man, be safe getting there. If you're driving, if you're flying, be safe getting there. And of course, I won't be able to be there. But anybody who's gonna be at home, y'all know y'all can watch me, and we can watch the game on the screen at 5 p.m. So hey, y'all know how we do it. Of course, happy birthday to the person who makes sure everything is going straight and is flowing well with Miss Natasha Alexander. Happy birthday to you. Happy 52nd birthday to you. And I'm trying to see if I can get you a hat. I'll try. You gotta work with me on that one. But just let you know, we all want to tell you happy birthday as a family. And really, her whole thing is make sure that you like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you hit that donation button, because everything goes towards the channel and not into the pocket. She will tell you that. She will tell you that when she come on, and she will tell you that when she get up off of here. Anytime, man, because I was struggling over in this motherfucker, man. Do y'all know how much I struggled watching bad football Saturday? Man. Jazz State don't need to have no more bye weeks. Not until the SWAC championship game. Shit. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Oh, yeah. Represent the G if you from Grambling. Y'all go out there. Y'all gonna have a good time out there. Yeah, it's sleepy time, bro. Like, real. Don't do no bye week no more, man. Shoot. Oh yeah. If you're gonna be in Vegas too, the verses between No Limit and Cash Money is gonna be out there. Make sure y'all check them out too. And we gonna be up in there. But as always, y'all, make sure that you like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. If you're on the Twitter, hit the follow button, and also hit the subscribe button on the YouTube channel. Until then, y'all be blessed, y'all be safe, hug your loved ones, love on your loved ones, crash out on your kids, and beat their ass out the penitentiary. But as always, y'all know what we do. Y'all know what I say. Be easy, baby. Peace.